Hello,
Rip to
everybody,
Shazam.
and welcome to another fun week of Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder. It's been a few weeks, apologies. So, we do have a bit of a recap going to be coming up soon.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, let's just do a little introduction. I am Matthew. I'm the GM for this lovely game and this lovely bunch of players, and their even lovelier group of characters. And today I'm going to be playing a whole range of NPCs, none of which are bad guys. Over to you, person in the corner.
Sorry, there was a train. I am Michael. I will be playing Pete as a Green Ranger, and I have missed him. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's like seeing an old friend again.
Hi,
on a new
my,
suit.
my name is Anne, and I'll be playing Sophie, the Blue Ranger. And yeah, checks notes. Still okay. Um, she's absolutely fine, not traumatized at all.
Hi, I'm Panic, and I play Cal, the Yellow Ranger, who has been waiting for this run back since I got mad the first time.
They're Black Ranger. Yeah,
Oh no.
that's the one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why not?
I didn't hear the whole first half of the introduction. I just heard you say playing Sarah, the Black Ranger.
I'll be honest, I didn't
Oh.
hear any of it.
Smart.
You're cutting in and out bad, bro.
A real. So,
Oh cool, it gets worse.
boy.
I think this is
It might
why our
it might
mornings,
be
Michael.
Michael's. I think
I think it
it's
might-
Michael's internet probably, because that's
Mhm.
usually what's happening when this kind of problem happens.
Jay, do you want to
Because the
go?
rest of you
No.
are pretty chill.
Probably.
It's just when you're about to jump in, that's when you get one word in. So, that other guy with the black morpher background, that's also Michael. And he'll be playing the Black Ranger Sarah in this game. Moving swiftly on, technical issues abound. Hi, I'm Jay. I will be playing Q, the Red Ranger, in this game, who might not be long for this world, but we'll see.
Whew. Hey guys, I'm Sabina, and I'm playing Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, who's very mysterious.
Mysterious.
Mm.
Many weeks ago, because it does feel like many, many weeks ago at this point, we introduced Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, to the group. We had a bit of a more laid back session, at least towards the beginning, where we explored how the Rangers were feeling, how Cassidy was feeling back on planet Earth. We got to see the Phantom Ranger's Zord, which is a spaceship named Wanda, sentient and sassy,
I love her.
who may or may not have conned the Green Ranger into giving her a deep clean. We cut to the beach, and one of the last days of the the festival. Everything's going fantastically. A little bit of not quite backlash, but a little bit of interesting experience for Peter having shown his identity to all of the children who had a few questions to ask, mostly about what they should tell their parents, because of course they can't lie to their parents. They're only, roughly 10 years old. And
Lie, damn it, lie.
both Peter and Sophie were playing around with the children. Everybody had made their way to the beach in different methods. Sarah with her lovely girlfriend Kelsey. Q had brought Cassidy. Cal on his own, having found some rather important information out about some space rocks in the ocean.
You
When
can't keep doing this to me.
when they saw off in the distance a group of Tenga warriors flying towards them, one of them clearly bigger than the others, with several of the rangers running off to find places to teleport, leaving Q to sort of watch what was coming and try and get everybody off of the beach. It was in that moment of relative isolation for Q that a frenemy from the past made an appearance. The Ranger Slayer teleported onto the scene, landing feet away from our fearless Red Ranger. Fearful Red Ranger?
He's
Appropriately
fine.
apprehensive Red Ranger.
Appropriately apprehensive Red Ranger. Revealing that she had finally
Fantastic.
pieced two and two together and that she did now know that Q was the Red Ranger,
She pieced
the
two and
one
Q
she
together.
had been looking after, or looking for rather, after the others had given up his identity. And that was where we ended the session.
It was an accident.
Mm.
With that in mind, we do have some slight map related bookkeeping. I do believe for the most part everybody has morphed other than Q.
I don't remember. I don't think Sophie has morphed. I think we kind of ended where she was trying to position herself to morph. I think there were only a couple of people who actually morphed, and I don't remember who it was.
I was morphed.
So what I would
Yeah.
say is at the end of last session, you can either have
sounds right.
morphed
Alright.
or made a move action to somewhere that would be anywhere on the map. Essentially, place yourself somewhere that you wish to be. When we roll initiative, if you have morphed, you won't have a standard action. You will have a move action. If you haven't morphed, you will have a standard action, but not a move action. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yep.
Quick question.
Yep.
Yeah.
I moved to morph and then teleport in. Does that count as morphing?
If you've morphed, then yes. If you're just moving somewhere to morph, then no.
Okay, because I believe I said last time that we played that I went to hide, to morph, to teleport in.
Same.
So the actual morphing requires a standard action. So if you want
Okay.
to hide for the moment, you can pop yourself anywhere on the map to do so.
Okay.
Because we weren't using the map when we was just kind of moving about.
Matt, can I have
Can you unpause?
yeah, can
Oh.
you unpause?
There you go.
Thank you, sir. I don't know what those are.
Beach hut.
Well, I'm gonna go hide in there
And
because I wasn't too far from Q.
So the things you're currently standing
we
on
are
are
down a
tables
story
with
point.
food platters.
Ugh. Where are the beach huts? Are there beach huts?
The oh, can't think of the umbrellas. The things with the umbrellas are beach huts. We'll go with.
Yellow.
All right, I'm going with the blue because.
Notice, or
Yep.
but that's okay. Come on.
Oh,
To have
Yeah, there's no chance.
Are.
Does anyone actually hear him?
no.
Can't hear you, Mike, dude.
God damn it.
Heard that
Even the
perfectly.
cursing.
One thing we get
I
is
heard,
the
goddammit.
I did
Yeah.
it. I just heard
Don't
God
you-
damn, and then it stopped.
I heard nothing.
No, I heard the whole. I heard the whole thing. The whole thing that time.
Reload real quick, man.
Hey, I can see the map on the stream. Cool.
Well, that's the other thing that we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, jelly spoons of the chat. We are trying a new approach with the map and player cameras, where it switches between one and the other. So let us know your feedback. Love it, hate it, completely ambivalent. Pop it in the chat. Say hey, let us know.
Loading. Hello,
Okay,
hello?
I think that sounded
That's
okay.
A little better.
I mean,
Say
it's
something
not-
else, Michael.
The camera is frozen.
Fucking
Nope.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I heard that.
That was good. Whatever you did, don't touch it.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, now you sound fine.
Yeah,
don't
you
do
sound fine
anything.
now. Just don't fuck with it. Sorry.
Don't
That's my
do
bad.
anything.
Might not be how when I start my computer back up. I don't know why.
You sound fine
All
now,
right.
I think.
What I said.
Oh no. Oof.
Oh my God. Okay. You kicked 12 point for guitar. There, Matt. You're muted, Matt.
Yes, Matt, you are muted.
I did mute myself because the car was driving past. Try just. Although I did hear you perfectly fine just then. What were
Yeah.
you saying before?
I wanted story point guitar.
Got story pointer guitar. Yeah,
Do a stand on the way to the beat.
absolutely. You've got 5. I haven't updated you to 6 story points because I'm terrible. So
Yeah, so
5 story points is where you're
yeah,
at.
so
You
we
can
just
have definitely
diversify.
snagged a guitar
Yeah.
somewhere.
Turn my camera. I mean, that.
I don't want this.
All right, I am now Michael. Let's go.
So where are we up to, Matt?
I believe at the moment Michael's grabbed the guitar. We've got Cal
Well, you can't see.
morphed,
Yes.
and in the tent we
Mhm.
have Cassidy also morphed and in the tent. Michael, Green Ranger Michael, what are you doing in the previous round? Are you morphed, or not the round, but just before the round begins? Are you morphing, or are you finding somewhere to hide?
We
Uh,
were
we were corralling
we
the kids to hide, weren't we? And then morph in. So
Yeah.
can we have done that and morphed, and then be moving into scene?
Okay, so for the next round, then, as I said, you've got a choice of either a standard action or
Yeah,
a
yeah.
move action. So you'll have a move action while morphed, or a standard action while unmorphed.
Yeah, I was just confirming that we were okay to have
Yep.
hidden and morphed, and then
So
Cool.
where you
Goosty,
are
goosty,
then,
goosty.
okay. You all want to roll initiative for me then, and we'll take from there.
I'm going to follow the leader.
Yes, I've not been able to say this for a while. Who would like to follow me?
Everyone.
Sure, why not?
Buddy.
I could do that now.
And I'll do it on the dice roller to try and get it into initiative and make that work.
I mean, we all have to do it on the dice roller. At least the first time. Then Matt can just change our numbers.
Hmm.
that yeah. That will have to change our numbers according to the D4 what we
Mhm.
rolled, but
Where's that? And then that's great.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll roll my d4.
Well, you could roll a d4 independently and
Yeah.
then do where it says initiative to minus whatever you then had and roll it and see if that works. My initiative
Alrighty.
roll did not work. Let me try that again.
Cool. I go pretty high.
Aha.
um
Can you guys see Michael?
No, he turned his camera off.
Okay, I
That's
just wanted to
lost
double
both
check.
of Michael's.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other
It's
one
for
is
the-
on.
I also
Big-
have lost the other Michael.
Um,
God damn it, why?
Also, I got a 1 on the D4.
I also got
I
a
also
1
got
on
a 1 on the
D4.
D4.
Oddly, a good number to have.
got it.
I
Ah,
don't know if mine rolled correctly.
You
My-
got
Why-
20, this is saying.
You rolled a D20 plus a D8 and then plus 5.
Okay.
Because that's how many people are following you, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I just can't see it on my thing to
So
see.
you're
My
correct,
initiative didn't roll.
Yeah, so you got a 13, a 2 on the D8, and then 5 on top of that for a total of
Right.
20.
Thank you.
There I am.
And now I can trust the dice roller.
Total.
so now you can fix our initiative based on that.
Yep.
So
So we've got
I'm on a 19. Or
Nice
Sophie.
day.
Sophie's on a 19.
Michael's internet crashed.
Again?
Huh.
Yeah.
He's rebooting. I guess. Oh my god. This is the week for gremlins, apparently.
That it
You
is.
say that like this isn't like this every single week.
Well, it's
Cow on a 19.
variable.
Feels a little
I am also
like
It's not
on a
like
19.
this happens every week.
Um,
If
we're getting loot back for
Sarah.
you, Michael.
Someone
Sarah's-
forgot to mute the stream.
I mean,
Sorry about that. I will be right back on Foundry once it lets me log in.
Do you want to just roll a 1d4 physically, Michael?
2. Oh, why won't Foundry let me log back in?
Probably still thinks you're logged in.
It does say that you're logged in.
Well, that's
Cassidy
unfortunate.
got-
Someone
Cassidy
boot
also
me.
got a 19.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Game master, would
Right,
you
okay,
mind
you
kicking
got me.
UK Michael from the Foundry so he can come back in?
does boot.
Okay. In the world of Q goes first. Q goes first.
Cool. Q will be in full defend for a while, certainly for this turn, and then everything else that he's got that is not part of full defense, he would like to spend talking. So he just goes, "Hey Kim, it figures that you'd meet me here today, but what do I call you? The not Kim that's under the delusion that they have a future."
She tilts her head to the right and just stares at you through the helmet. You can't see her eyes, but you can almost feel just her gaze bearing into you. And
Have I
just
got any time
after
to
a
keep
few
talking?
seconds, she just says, "He calls me his slayer."
Okay. Have I got time to keep talking, or do you want to cut me off there?
Nope, you're okay.
Well, it makes sense that she'd find me here. We always loved time at the beach, especially during the Harbour Master Festival. It used to be you teaching the kids cartwheels and flips, and Tommy would be running around with all the boys roughhousing. You both seem so much more like your true selves here. Mind you, I think that playing with kids is actually a Green Ranger spectrum thing. But anyway, what is it that you want? Not what Rito wants. What do you want? Because let's face it, Kim Slayer, if you wanted to kill me, I'd be dead before you even before I was even aware of you. So, what is it that you want?
You can see hesitation. There's just a point where she's frozen in place as she questions your words.
Can I keep going? Or is it time to move on?
I want... No. I'm his.
You're yours.
Make me a persuasion check with a single upshift,
Okay.
and then that will be the end of your turn.
Can I
I just
spend?
bought you an upshift as well.
Oh, thank you. Can I spend a story point to roll with specialization?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. I sing for a guitar, so go ahead.
The loudest.
The loudest.
Okay, that's a really. Can I re-roll any of those? No, because I don't have a power weapon. Shit. It's still, yeah, it's okay. That's a dirty 20.
No critical.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
pretty
It's just a
good.
dirty 20.
No, I rolled like ones and twos
Yeah.
on my skill dice.
Dang.
You see that she's frozen in place, and while she holds the bow in one hand, the other hand reaches up slowly and clutches at her helmet. It sort of runs up that fin, and if the helmet wasn't there, you're certain she'd be like hands tugging at the hair on her head, almost hard enough to not quite rip it out, but put that strain on her head.
In the hope that somebody sees it, Q's got like one hand just down by his side, but with his palm open and his fingers spread like that. Kind of hoping that people won't just pile in and kill her yet. But yeah, and with that, I'll end my turn as a human facing down somebody who could kill him while snapping her fingers.
Oh my. Oh no,
will-
panic.
Bring us to Sophie's turn.
I didn't. Okay.
So-
That's helpful. Yeah, I don't think you actually got to me and Michael in terms of positioning. You kind of just stopped. But
No,
I
you
think
and
what I'll
Michael
do.
both said that you morphed last turn
Oh.
after getting the kids off screen.
Oh, okay. So we did skip that entire part. It's
Yeah.
fine. But
So
so
you've
we
morphed.
started off screen. Okay. Why is it so far away? Okay, wait. Where am I?
Who even built this beach?
Okay, that's roughly 60 feet, 55, 60. I think Sophie's going to look at Peter, and then I will spend 2 personal power to close the gap and create. Okay, I have a question, Matt.
Okay.
I can only do it once because it's a move action, correct? I would need a full round. Like I would need to what is the word? Sprint?
Yep.
Essentially do the equivalent of a sprint to do it twice?
Yep.
Okay. It's fine, I guess. What am I? Yeah. No, I think I'll just position myself and walk normally. I can close faster that way. Wait, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. I know how to move in Foundry. It's 35 feet this way. Sorry. Um, 3. I will this way. And now, how many how many free actions do I have? I have 5 of them. How many free actions can I use to keep closing, Matt? I know there's a
You
limit
can
on it.
use. So you can move up to your speed minus 5 foot. So hypothetically, if your
Oh,
speed
sick.
is 30 foot, you could move another 25.
Nice. That's what I thought it was. I just couldn't remember. I am going to move another 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm going to move another 4 squares and then use the last free action to defend just in. Wait, yeah, I can do that, right? No.
No, because you've moved
No,
with
I
your free
can't.
actions.
Sorry. What I want to do is roll my acrobatics skill die
Yep.
for hard target. I will roll that on the dice roller. And bump my evasion up to a 21.
Fantastic. Okay, that will bring us to Cal.
Any chance I saw a goddamn just crinkling plastic right into the microphone? Any chance I saw Q give us the wait a minute, like the low hand
I would
wait,
say
don't.
from where you are, you can see him. Yeah.
Then in that case, I only have movement. Like I'm not allowed to do a standard action, so I have movement and free actions. Could I hold my movement until either the Tengu or the Ranger Slayer does anything, and then I want to jump in just to be next to Q to give a second target?
100%.
I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook, but like I want to give the enemies another target if they start to try to jump him.
Yep. I hear you.
I'm so proud right now.
You're literally my boss. Like I don't know if you're aware of this. I do listen to you whenever I can.
You lied to me though.
I do
That
that
would be
quite frequently.
Cassidy's
I do that
turn.
quite frequently as well.
Did I see the signal from Q?
I would say the same. Yeah, you're close enough to see it. 100%.
Oh, can I see what the Tangas are doing?
They've flown in and landed on the beach. They're roughly 25, 30 foot away from Q. At the moment, they've not moved any closer. They're watching the exchange, but you can see that they're aggressive. They're getting ready to charge in. The bigger Tenga is surrounded by the smaller ones, and he's kind of rallying the troops, getting ready to send them in to attack.
All right, I'm gonna step out to here, and then, so to put myself a little. No, I'm gonna go here to put myself between Q and Kim and the Tangas, and I'm gonna take a defense action. Can I do that for a free action?
Not unless you have a relevant perk, and the only
do
one I
not.
can think of requires you not to have moved.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna stand there and put myself between them and just kind of stare them down through my helmet.
Can you use your
and then I'm gonna
morphing
act.
suite as a free action?
Oh, my Phantom Suite.
That's the one,
My
because
Phantom
that'll
Suite.
bump your evasion up.
I'm double checking. Let me check my thing.
While morphed, you can spend one personal power. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend a
It's not an
personal power
action.
to bump up my evasion by using Phantom Suite, just to play it safe. So
That'll bump your evasion up until you get attacked, or until you get
Yep.
hit, rather.
It just doesn't it just keep it up?
I think it expires if you get hit.
That is not what I read.
No,
Let me
I
double.
could be completely
until
wrong.
you do an attack against your evasion defense. The
You
defend
may
with
spend
toughness is still there, but yeah.
what Phantom Suite is level 3. No, Phantom Suite is active. You can roll more if you spend 1 personal power to become semi-invisible. You remain semi-invisible until you take damage. Yeah. I forgot to highlight this part. Yeah, so actually I'm gonna save that for later. I want them to see me.
Okay.
I don't want to be
That
semi-invisible yet.
Going to bring us to Peter then.
2 seconds. Cool. Sorry, I missed a lot of that due to shenanigans of internet being nice. So I'm just gonna ask. I'm assuming we can't teleport to the battlefield from where we are. It has to be physical.
You would require a standard action to teleport to the
teleport.
battlefield.
Beautiful, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
a move action is what you've got.
Yep. So I can move 35 foot, normal movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, may as well just rush in. Let's go. He'll run in, and as he's like running up, he'll clock the Slayer and be like, shiz. He'll radio through to. Oh no, Q hasn't got his shit on. Oh no, he's not morphed. He can still hear. He can still hear through the communicator, can't he?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, then. He's just gonna shout as loud as he can, like, "You okay, dude?" And set one an end because that's all I can do for now.
How are you turning you guys' tokens? I don't.
Oh,
that's
if
whatever.
you click on it and then press the scroll wheel, I think it does it, or it's people trying to zoom in on their mouse.
I don't know. Whatever. We'll play with it later.
My mouse is being problematic.
Okay.
Tengu
I think you
Warriors
can
then.
use like shift and the down arrow, the direction keys, to reorient you, or it's some kind of combination like that.
Yeah, shift and directions.
Okay. That's fun. Actual child, Sabina.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I should have done that. It's okay. I have friends.
Your twirling has alerted the enemy.
Dang my twirling.
Your ballet has offended us.
That one that got right up to Q, I'd like to jump in its way.
Go for it.
So like the space it's currently, yeah. Moving
So
towards
we're
my
gonna
leader
have
is a hostile action.
5 attacks against Cassidy, which I'm going to roll first.
All right, bring it.
Dirt. Oh, I'm gonna come in with my lightning.
I love how much. I love my combined powers so much. Otherwise, I'd be screwed.
Let's see if this is going to work. No, it's not going to work.
I was so worried for a second, and then after you said that, I just realized, like, oh yeah, shit, she's fine.
No, she's not that fine. Uh-oh.
I may have.
So
That one's good.
I have a critical
That was bad.
23.
That hits. Is this going after my evasion?
This will be your choice. It doesn't specifically go after either, So your choice of toughness or evasion.
All right, so it's going to go after my evasion.
So critical 23, a fumble of a 3,
Okay.
6, 19, and 12.
2 hit.
Presumably the 19 and the 23.
Yep.
So we also get to do 2 of these. That's going to miss. That's also going to miss. Thank you. Okay, so for the critical, that's going to be 2 sharp damage, and
Okay.
for the non-critical, that's going to be an additional 1 sharp damage as the 5 Tenga swarm towards you, and with their claws, just begin slicing and scratching at you mercilessly, trying to use their superior numbers to just basically keep attacking, slicing and slashing, leaving you nowhere to turn to.
They don't do much.
The one that attacks Cal, our lovely Yellow Ranger, is going to get a normal 19,
Hit.
which is going to be 1 sharp damage,
But of course.
But of course.
and a 10, which isn't going to
No.
hit. And the one that attacks Q is going to be another 19. 19's popular.
Does 19 even hit you
One that
unarmored?
attacks you attacks with snag.
Oh, this is true. Let me roll another 1d20.
I remembered a thing that I did.
I think that it's still going to hit.
It-
God's
it-
sake,
It's
man.
still going to hit. With the 19.
That's uncalled for.
That's just
That
rude.
that D20 was bad manners.
It was a little bit.
Yeah, he's not.
Um,
I was
Who
just
is
thinking,
behind
does
you,
19 hit your toughness? And I was like, oh yeah, shit, he's not morphed.
and none of the beak slashes hit on the plus side. So we have the Tenga advances towards Q. 2 of them rush towards Q, but Cal rushes out to block one of them and takes the blow meant for Q. Q, on the other hand, does manage to almost tough out the hit that targets him. He does take some damage, however, as these claws rake their way across his shoulder and shred part of his top.
Man, my
bring
one
us-
non-red top.
That's just a grid telling you, stop buying,
Stop buying different colors.
yeah.
Monochromatic moron.
You've been claimed.
That does bring us to Sarah.
Move. To here. Yeah, I don't think I can start playing the guitar yet because I don't have any more actions. So
Okay.
that's my turn.
Which will bring us to the Ranger Slayer, who is completely frozen in place. She's still clutching her head. Anybody within 5 foot can automatically hear. Anybody within 30 foot, make me a alertness check difficulty 10. Anybody within 60 foot, make me an alertness check difficulty 20.
Is it perception based?
Perception based.
I would like to spend an idea point to roll that with
Go for it.
edge.
65 feet away.
65 foot, the difficulty will be 30, so you can still try.
Oh my god.
I am right next to it, so I got.
Let's see if I get a 26 with a critical. Let's find out.
Why are your dice rolls still private?
It's because the thing in the chat
We'll
is
take that
probably
story
set to
point.
private.
Okay.
What did I get? A 22?
You got a critical 22.
I will-
Yep.
Damn.
I didn't make it. I got a 12.
And I'm
I
right
got
there.
it.
So.
I got a 21.
So, Peter and Sarah, you're unable to hear what is going on from where you are. Sarah, you find that you're hearing, like, you're almost sure like your ear has actually popped at some point, possibly all the teleporting, possibly the teleporting and the bike riding and the racing and the rushing around. But on
Ears.
your
Moment. That's awkward.
on your performance check for your guitar playing, you're going to suffer a downshift.
Okay.
Everybody else, you hear the Ranger Slayer just muttering. It's quite faint. You just hear her. No, no, no. I'm his. I'm his. No, his. No choice. His. No choice of my own. No decision of my own. His. His.
Oh, poor baby.
She doesn't move. She doesn't attack. She seems completely frozen in place. Which brings us to the lovely Super Tenga Warrior,
Super Tenga Warrior.
who, for the record, is as big as he seems on the screen. Yeah.
The villain with a big beak.
I was thinking he is big and
Tenga power.
powerful.
Tenga power.
That's what I thought.
Tenga power.
He moves over, shouldering through the other Tengas, just kind of like pushing them and shoving them out of the way, just trying to get closer. And then when he's close enough, standing next to the Ranger Slayer, you hear him squawk something unintelligible. Then he turns to the Phantom Ranger and says in perfect English, You've killed too many of our kind. I will be the one to destroy you.
Wait, wait, did the Super Tenga Warrior just start? Is they gonna start attacking Ranger Slayer?
No, me.
The Phantom.
All right. I mean, look, you're fine.
You're fine.
You'll
I'm
be-
like,
you'll
hey,
be
it's,
fine.
it's cool.
You'll be fine.
Let's have a look and see.
And I'm like, this again.
I don't think that hits.
I got a critical 10. It's only a critical if it
10?
hits.
Hit.
That's what I thought.
It's a sarcastic
that
little
sucks.
woo dance. Critical not.
Okay. That is the end of round 1 then. Bring us back to the top of round 2 with Q's turn all over again.
So
Q, just
Q-
get behind me and keep trying to convince this woman.
to lay down her arms, yeah. He lets out an as like Tenga claws slash his shoulder, and he just kind of puts his hand to it and tries to ignore the way through and continues. Have you asked yourself why you've been looking for me? Specifically, me. And why you found me here, where it's a place of some of Kim's strongest memories. The proposal, the wedding, so many powerful memories. You might not have realized that Kim has been clawing away from the inside to reach me to reach a Red Ranger, not because you want to kill me, but to help her and Tommy. Deep down inside, however you've tried to contain Kimberly, she knows that there will always be someone to save her. The light of the white spectrum, the green spectrum, any of them, especially red. Slayer, you'll just be another one of Rito's. He'll consider you a mistake. If you get out whilst you still can, you could do anything else. Both Kim and I know that Tommy would always rescue her if he could. And back when he couldn't, Jason would have led the team across the stars and back to save you, Kim.
Title drop.
Yeah, I was so proud of that one. To save any of your team, Trini, Billy, Zach, Tommy. Even when Rita, who, let's face it, was a much better villain than Rito, even when she had complete control of Tommy, the whole team fought to save him in the same way that we'll fight to save Kim. You've just been caught in the crossfire, Slayer. You didn't ask for
get
this.
caught up in the.
Make me another persuasion check. This time with 2 upshifts.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that.
You'll get up in the...
can I spend another story point? Because I really don't want this one to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
10, 8,
We
4.
make that story point I got you with my
Thank you.
sweet fumble.
Sweet fumble bumble. 6, 8, 10. Yep. Right. Come on. Oh, don't throw it across the desk. That's a bad idea.
Oh, apparently Agnes
Oh,
gave
that's
you
a
a
fair
story
point.
point, Jay?
Yep. There was another story point from Aknef I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Cool. Right, no crits, sadly. But that is a 15.
Not bad.
You hear her just say, Tommy. But the tone has completely shifted. She no longer sounds sad. She sounds angry. And her hand drops from her head to the bow in her other hand.
Oh no.
It pulls lightly on the bowstring, and you see an arrow materialize.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
How dare you? And that is Sophie's turn.
I'm also full defense still, by the way.
I figured.
Thanks.
I have a question.
Yep.
So, Q is defending.
Yep.
Oh, she's right up there in melee. Because I was gonna say, what would happen if I generated the smoke cloud around Q?
The smoke
If
cloud.
she already has a
smoke
snag.
cloud. I can't say cloud. The smoke cloud around Q. If it was just around Q and not the Ranger Slayer, would give him full cover. If it included the Ranger Slayer, it would do nothing.
Okay. Where would I have to? Sorry, position myself to make sure he had full cover.
It would hide him well enough for him to be able to morph without being seen by anyone else, though, right?
Yeah, it would, because full
Even if the
cover,
Slayer was
right?
still in it, because it doesn't matter if she sees if he morphs, does it?
How big
I
a
mean-
thing is it?
30 foot?
It's
Or
30 feet.
15?
30 foot.
30.
It's huge. It is flipping huge. I want to catch my teammates.
So
Like
either of those
I
two
want to
circles,
position myself
essentially.
back. It's gonna catch a Tenga. It's fine. Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask was if I full round sprinted, but started the sprint with 35 feet of regular movement and then spent one story point to do the leap, would that count? Like just a full round towards
So
towards
sprint, but move normally first, and then use the
yeah, do
second round
35.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, to advance. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I hope this shows up on the. So hold on, I just need to calculate this. 35. So it's 35. And
Oh, did not
then
mean to do that.
I would like to. Actually, if I did it once, I could go here. I could get behind. Would that catch both of them?
That would catch both of them.
And then well no, this would be the regular movement. I think. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Sorry.
Somewhere
It's
like
taking a
there
minute.
would cover, or if you wanted to just cover Cal and Q, you could go.
So that'd be like an extra 10. Can I use like bonus action free movement to get myself all the way up there? Two free actions to get myself up there with my regular movement, and then
You'd
pop
have
a
to
smoke
sprint
bomb.
because you can't bonus action move without moving first.
Well, yeah, I would, yeah, but can I move first? Use two bonus actions to keep going a little bit, and then
Yep. And then do the teleport. Yep.
yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to land here. Sorry, I know how to do that. Then, so that is the initial movement, and then what I'm going to do is, hold on, I want to, hold on, where is Cassidy? She's over there.
I'm good.
No, I just tactically want to make sure. So what will happen is, no, actually that doesn't make any sense at all. What did I just do? Okay. I will not, okay, so, okay. I will use some of my regular movement, not all of it, and then teleport the rest of the way and just have it set up here for simplicity's sake. So that is the
Okay.
full round sprint, and then I have the bonus or the free actions because I technically would not have been able to use them. And the leap, because I used some of my regular movement as a running start. I can still use hard target, correct?
Yep.
Excellent. So I will do that. Come on, I want to roll a 4. Let's go, baby. Oh, okay. And my evasion will be 20 for this round.
Okay.
So that's can I tell if Cassidy needs a little help, like in terms
She seems
of?
to be doing fairly well.
Fine.
Okay, if she looks fine to Sophie from a distance, she'll just keep an eye on that situation because that does not look fine.
She's a little
Um,
wounded. She's taken a couple of hits, but she's doing relatively well, all things considered.
I
That's fine.
did not use the macro, so it didn't do the fancy animation thing for the stream, but that's okay. There is something else I wanted to ask. Does it still feel funny, Matthew? Does it still feel funny?
It does still feel funny. Like there's
Does it
like a
feel
tugging
worse?
sensation on your stomach. Not worse, about the same. Almost like
Is it like nausea? Like motion sickness?
you've spent a lot of time at the gym, preparing
Yeah.
for your different meets and competitions, and once or twice you've had the pleasure of being attached to one of those essentially heavy duty elastic bands around your waist,
Sure.
and you've
Yeah.
got to run against it, and it feels like that resistance pulling you back. You feel as if something is trying to pull you back to where you teleported from.
Okay, I'm going to make a note of that in my
Like, yes,
my
you've made
unicorn
the
notebook.
jump, but it's almost like something wants to kick you back to where you were.
It's trying to slingshot me. God
Yep.
damn it, Matthew. Okay, I got this.
The Blue Ranger's bungee power.
Damn.
Which will bring us to
Just noticed the shadow around the sun.
that'll bring us to Cal.
So would making a persuasion check count as a full action?
It would count
So-
as your standard action.
Okay,
Or
so yeah,
not
I'm
necessarily
gonna
your standard
I'm gonna
action.
leave
It
that
would
to the
count
boss.
depending on what you're doing.
I'm gonna
So-
leave the convincing this woman not to kill us to Q. Good work. Good luck, Q.
Thanks for coming, you bit of barrel.
I'm gonna spend one personal power to activate the defensive buff of my Zeo power.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use a second personal power to triple strike attack.
Yep.
So I'm gonna attempt to hit this Tenga
Please
warrior. 24 to hit.
That is a hit. 100% of the time.
Cool. Then I'm gonna move because I can after each consecutive successful melee attack. He's still up, so I'm gonna hit him again. That is a 14.
A 14 is still a hit.
All right. Moving again to put myself right there. And then follow up at 7 is D4, I think.
I believe so. That sounds correct.
Mhm.
Yep.
So critical 24
Nice.
on the Super
Nice.
Tenga warrior.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Tenga warrior has taken 2 damage.
Yep.
And the Super Tenga warrior has taken
2 damage.
2 damage as well.
I
Okay.
hit the Tenga warrior once, I move, I hit him again, and then I just like double 2 feet plant drop kick in the big one, flip off of it, land.
He squawks angrily and tries to sort of swat you away with one talon's wing and kind of screams in your face.
Flock off, Featherface. This is a private
No!
event.
This is between her and I. Her type. We've been fighting them for years.
I mean, I do say the thing I just said.
Squawk off, Featherface.
Flock off. No, flock off, Featherface.
Ah,
This is the
flock
private
off.
party.
Flock off. That makes more sense.
Assuming that's the end for Cal, that brings us to Cassidy.
It's not. It's not. What the hell are you
Oh.
talking about? Extra attack.
Oh, you've
you.
got extra attack. I
Fuck
forgot
you.
about
Eat
that.
my
apologies. What is the second attack for
Hell
Kelly?
no,
Five.
sir.
Second
Five.
attack, Cal.
5. It's a
5?
5.
5 is not going to hit anybody.
Yeah, I got that.
5 would hit the sand.
5 is me landing after kicking off the
Yeah.
Super Tenga.
As you sort of land backwards, you try to hit and you kick up a load of sand.
Cool.
Just like scatters against the Tenga's shins, and he kind of looks down at you and just. Which does bring us to Cassidy at this point.
All right, I'm going to activate my Zeo power, lesser aid of the murder of crows. So that
Fucking
Yeah,
what?
yeah, Jesus, now what hair?
Murder, collective noun. Chris.
and so that will give me I clicked the wrong one. So that will give me assistance on all of my attacks for that will give me assistance for 1 minute on everything, Matt, or just on my attacks?
I believe it's on all skill checks off the top of my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, just on all my skill checks for 1 minute.
Are you gonna murder a crows?
I'm gonna murder some crows with my murder of crows. So it summons a duplicate that looks like a more crow-like version of myself. And and I'm fighting tangos. It's great. And
And they think you're flirting.
they think I'm flirting. That's great.
God, I didn't know our new teammate was a furry.
Get out, Cal. Get out, Panic. And then this guy called me out. Can I reach him? The Super Tenga?
You can strike him from where you are.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
So is that an act? Is that a free action to summon, to spend that to do my Zeo power, or is that a standard action?
It's a move action for your power.
Okay.
So you can still make an attack, and it's a free action to get a. No, it's a free action to dismiss.
Yeah, it's a free action to dismiss it.
Yep.
So I'm going to summon my void sword, not my void sword, my shadow saber. Not my shadow saber, my phantom saber. I can't word today.
It's normally a me thing.
My phantom saber, and I'll do an attack with that. Which I get shift up on it because of assistance, correct?
Either a shift up. Yeah, so it's a shift up for this specifically, yeah.
Yeah, because it's assistance.
The
Does a 19 hit?
I do believe is going to hit. Just bear with me 1 second. I've got too many character sheets open. The 19 is definitely going to hit.
And then he takes 2 energy damage. The Super Tenga.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to use a free action to be like, you guys are such a pain, always taking over the planet. Time to show you who's boss. And then with my saber.
We need nests. Is that everything for Cassidy? No extra attacks?
Oh, right, I have an extra attack. I forgot about that. I'm not used to playing such a high level character.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it again.
Is there meant to
Really
be
pull
2
up my
Phantom
character
Rangers
sheet.
on the screen?
One of them's
Yes,
a duplicate.
it's the clone.
Good. Sorry, my internet cut
I have
out.
a duplicate,
missed
Matt.
it.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, I have a duplicate.
Well, fudge me.
It's my Zeo power.
Yeah. How's that one-on-one looking, Peter?
I'm gonna kick some ass.
That is a 21.
It's
A
a crit and
critical
it's critical.
21 as well.
Critical
Critical 21.
21.
So what is that? Does that bump up that by 1 or 2?
That doubles the base damage.
So
So it's
that's
4
4
damage.
energy damage.
It's defeated. So tell me how that looks when you defeat this Super Tenga warrior.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. But I just
Why are you
take
apologizing?
I don't know. I do that a lot, but I just take the
Yeah.
sword again and I kind of run it again, and then I just kind of do a quick slice, and it just slides in half.
You see the Super Tenga warrior take this slice, and for a moment it's still standing there, and it's just like, "Rah! Rah! Ah," and it just collapses to the floor. The other Tenga stop for a second, look at each other, look at it, and for a second it looks like they're about to bolt, and they're just sort of like, "Rah!"
Can I make a persuasion check to get them to leave?
You can make an intimidation check.
It's a shame that can I make a finesse-based intimidation? Because that is how I. 'Cause that is the actual
No.
stat I would use.
You could have finessed this motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Why
Good
not?
try.
If you're giving it to
You
me,
know what?
whatever.
You know what? You can make a finesse check.
Oh, okay.
Do like a martial arts sort of style pose.
Just hip hop.
Just like,
Critical
Dang it.
critical 15.
Critical 15. One moment.
Yes.
for their
Roll
willpower of
me.
like 10.
1d7.
God, what the? Okay, how would I type that? How do I type that in Foundry?
/R space 1d7.
What is this cursed dice you are asking him to roll, Matt?
It's his finesse. It's his attack roll.
It's a D7.
To describe the movements
I
you
thought it was-
make. Describe the pose you take. Paint this word picture.
So Cal after kicking off the Super Tenga Warrior that first time was sort of in like a 3-point position. So I think he flares up to standing. He flares up to standing and then just kind of like, come on, at the Tengas.
Hip hop keto, hip hop keto.
Yeah, that's what I, was
That's
thinking.
what a
Hip-hop
flare
keto.
is, but it's not. I can't like. I don't have hip hop keto, so it's just it's a breakdancing flare.
With the Super Tenga Warrior down and their
Come on.
pack flock instinct to retreat already kicking in, their enhanced fear instinct already flaring. As you take on this intimidating pose, 4 of them sort of look around at each other and begin to slowly retreat.
No fun.
As they do so, the other 3 look at the 4 that are already moving, and you can see that any resistance has completely faded away.
Does
On
it
their
help
turn,
that?
they are
does it
going
help
to
that-
start running.
Okay, sick. Cool, nice. I was like, does it help that one of them I probably already got down below its threshold for wanting to run away?
Oh god, yes. That will be, assuming there's nothing else from Cassidy, that will be
No.
Peter's turn.
Yay! I'm glad there are some Tenga left still, because I was going to be really sad if I didn't get to kill anything.
Well, I mean, it's
Sorry,
just your
not
turn.
sorry.
It's just your turn. You have your turn, and then they're gonna try to run.
Alright, this one closest to Q then, man is going to run up, fam. And I'm going to shout at the Tenga to keep its damn claws to itself. And I'm going to hit it with my sword. 17, 18, 23?
23 hits, not a critical.
No, unfortunately not. But I am going to use my extra attack and smack this bitch again.
Language.
Phrases.
People
19?
places.
19 will hit as well.
Excellent. // Set 1 end.
On their turn, they all begin running straight away, taking to the skies, literally not doing anything but running.
Bye bye. I do like how when you move all the tokens at once, it does kind of look like a flock of birds, like
They
a
flying
pattern,
together,
like a
Yep.
pattern.
Run. Da, 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 da.
which will bring us to Sarah.
If we can hear her.
Ooh. Mhm. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna. You little song you taught me goes a little like this. I'm gonna start playing Download, which, if you've forgotten, is the song Tom Green Ranger about.
You know, I said you get a downshift. You get a single upshift because I was
I
going to
re-
give you 2 upshifts. So to offset that, you now get
Oh,
1
okay.
upshift total.
So an upshift from normal. I thought she was back to neutral.
You also have that upshift, that extra upshift.
Upshift from my bestie.
Yeah, and then your best friend gave you
yeah.
an upshift.
So I get one. Yeah. Yep. So I have effective. I roll with edge. Yeet.
Nice.
Critical 22.
Nice.
Very nice. That's what we like to see. Crits are fun. You see her slowly turn from where she was facing Q. The bow
Mhm.
is still held in both hands, but as the song begins to play, she slowly lowers the hand holding the string until the arrow disappears. The string
Mhm.
releases completely. The tension in the bow dissipates. And she slowly sinks to her knees in the sand.
Yeah, baby.
Make me again. So, Q, you can hear. Peter, anybody within 10-foot difficulty 10, anybody within 20-foot difficulty 15, anybody further than 20 foot.
Difficult
I'm
15.
I'm at 20.
Yeah.
Hey, do you mind giving us a story point? Because I just rolled a fumble.
Okay. Back up to 6 of those.
Nice.
I rolled.
Dagnabbit, Sarah.
Well, what did I roll?
I
You
did
got
not roll
an
well. I'm
8.
too hyped up on adrenaline.
All right.
I rolled an 18.
I told you I didn't roll well.
Cassidy with a 9,
It's fine.
Sarah with an 8,
I-
Peter with a 17, Sophie with an 18.
Yeah.
Cal got a fumble, Q automatically hears. So Peter, Sophie, and Q, you hear a gentle sobbing through the helmet. And again, you hear the name Tommy. But it's interspersed with the sobbing. And every time she says it, she's just Tommy. And
Does she have to spend her turn crying?
she is once again frozen in place.
Spends all of her free actions crying.
She essentially
Crying in
is
free action.
stunned.
Okay.
Anything else from Sarah?
Also going Sue free action. to use quips and speeches. I'm going to get 2 upshifts on his next roll.
2 upshifts on Q's next roll. I'm asking because
And tempo. Yeah.
and so he gets 2 upshifts and he gets 2 temp health.
Yeah.
Nice. That brings us to Q at the top of round 3.
In a smoke cloud.
In a smoke cloud still. So he can see the Ranger Slayer, but he is in a blue smoke cloud.
So she's now on the floor, yes?
She is on her knees on the floor crying. The bow is just sort of in one hand still, but on her knees, like on the top of her legs.
Because being a lady, obviously, as she went down on her knees, she closed her legs like all good Japanese anime girls do.
Of course.
Dude, she's in prayer position, like praising the
Q
Lord.
will kneel down next to her, so I guess he's a bit like Abba pose next to her, kind of in terms of direction that they're facing. And he's just going to continue. It's like, you hunted me because Kim drove you to. Because Kim knows I can help, like a lighthouse to the team, to guide her safely back to shore. Because this team will fight harder and longer to bring her and Tommy back to us, to their family, to Roger, to Kelly, Helen, Steve. We couldn't save your Tommy, but you can help us save this one. You might not realize it yet, but Kim is already winning this fight. If Kim was truly under your control and Rito's control, would any of this team still be here? Haven't you realized it? Since you came at us at the power plant, you've slowly been losing your edge. You've never quite hit as hard. You've never shot quite as well. And those underlings you sent after us, please, you know they didn't stand a chance. That's why they got chosen. True Kim is taking over more and more, and she will win. Kim will always win because she's never, ever stopped fighting. Injuries, doubters, evil, herself. She's always fought to be better today than she was yesterday, and she's fighting you right now. And she's going to kick your ass. You can get out, or you can just cease to be. Kimberly knows that I will move heaven and earth to bring her and Tommy back to safety. I need you. Peter needs you. All of the Rangers in all of the teams across the cosmos need you. The grid needs you. And stronger together.
Make me another persuasion check. This time with edge.
Ooh, okay.
And obviously the 2 upshifts.
Don't forget your 2 upshifts for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll spend a story point to roll all of the dice.
Damn right you will.
You're damn right you will.
Come on.
Jesus.
All of the dice. Yes, it's a critical 21.
Let's go!
There were still 3 1s on my skill dice.
That's bound to happen.
She completely freezes for a moment. You can still hear her sobbing beneath the helmet. And as Q speaks, I will say that anybody who wishes to get any closer can do so. The Tengas fly away.
Absolutely.
Can Q put his hand on her shoulder?
Yeah,
100%.
And the blood is now dripping down his fingers, but he's going to put that on her shoulder.
I was just about to say, like, Pete comes up behind and puts his hand on her shoulder, and just after the line, like, stronger together. He'll like put his hand on her shoulder and just say, "Rangers forever, dude." Try and
Yeah, I'm
coax her back to good.
playing, still singing.
It's playing softly in the background.
Cassidy's there, like just in the background, because she doesn't want to get too close because things and stuff and things.
You can still hear her sobbing clearly through the helmet, but as she does so, you notice that her fingers slowly unclench upon the bow. This bow that clearly at one point started life as the Sword of Darkness drops to the floor.
Can I just like real quick? Can I like very slowly, no sudden movements,
Yeah,
like take that
let's
bow
get
and like
that
pull it
thing
out of
underway.
grip,
Yeah.
pull it out of like yeah, exactly what Q is doing. What Jay is like, I'm just gonna put this.
Can we
Out of
destroy the bow? Can I just take my sword to it?
If that's
Don't
what
do
you
that.
want to do,
Don't do that. If I may,
Wait, my man, like
It's like
Cal
last
is
night
literally-
with Earth.
Cal is literally like, Peter, not now. Give it a minute. Give,
Oh yeah,
like,
with like the whole Q convincing her and whatnot. It's completely Q's decision. Like I'm just saying, could we destroy the bow?
maybe.
she
if I may,
go on.
I singing, but I'm going to I'm gonna pull a shoulder from the guitar without stopping singing. I'm gonna hand her the guitar.
If she comes back and goes full El Kabong, it's on you.
That's fun. Something.
Wait,
But yeah,
I
in the hand.
I have a question. The smoke cloud will disappear, and I don't know how to make it disappear.
I can do that.
Thanks. It's clear. It disappears at the end of my turn. It's
Yep. She takes the guitar, and you can see she's kind of fumbling to try and follow the same song that Sarah was playing. A song she knows, but isn't quite coming properly.
The song she wrote.
She's trying to strum it. She's trying to make it work.
Will help. I will help find the fingers. Yeah, I will guide her. Hey, I'll guide her fingers to the right notes while not stopping. I will help her find the song in her heart.
With Sarah's help, after a few moments, the song begins to play clearer. And whilst maybe not quite as well played as Sarah was performing it, it is still quite beautiful. And with everybody's hands upon her shoulder, or those hands upon her shoulders that have placed them there, she just continues to play the song. And as she does so, the parts of her armor that aren't her just begin to melt away, leaving her kneeling in the sands,
Yes.
just as the Pink Ranger.
Yes.
That's the power
Until-
of love.
Even her helmet
Power of friendship.
just completely
If you don't
disappears.
platonically love your homies, then what do you even have?
And you see her tear-stained face. She looks slightly. She looks starving. She looks like she's barely eaten, barely slept. Her eyes are sunken. Her cheeks slightly hollow. And you notice that as she's playing, she's just whispering over and over, Tommy. She looks up at all of you and she smiles. Puts the guitar down, takes the coin
Sarah is crying
and
while singing.
morpher from off of her belt, unmorphs, and places it in the sand.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the Sword of Darkness. I'm just gonna be like, and out of grass.
I was gonna say, can Pete reach down and like take the morpher quickly for purposes of potentially running tests to make sure it's safe?
I'm going to say Cal spoke first, unless
We know
Cal
that.
lets you take it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go, I'll let you take. I got the sword. You let me take the Sword of Darkness. I'll let you take the power coin.
Cal just
Oh
picks
no,
up the
Cal has the
morpher,
Sword of
looks
Darkness.
at Pete, and just kind of like chucks it to Pete. Like, cool.
Also, I would like to say that one part of the speech where where Q was like, you're not even at your best. From that first time you attacked at the power plant, you haven't been trying. You haven't really been doing. And like Cal sort of thinks back to getting one shot, and he's like, and then as she demorphs, huge part of Cal's head that's like, damn, I'm never gonna get my salty run back.
She sits there, and you notice that her clothing beneath the armor is singed, smoke stained. There's holes where she was caught in the explosion on her home, the attack on her and Tommy. And it's been a long 4 months. A long 4 months that she's been stuck with them doing their bidding. And
Sorry.
no, go on.
What I was going to say will probably end the scene. So, do you want to keep going?
Go for it, because that was my plan.
Q will kind of, because he's knelt down, so just look at Kimberly and just say, I think it's time we got you home. And he taps a communicator to teleport back to the command center.
Before the teleporting
Teleport.
activates, Pete will chime in. Maybe don't teleport just because of what happened last time. And he'll turn to Cassie and ask if she can summon
gotta
Wanda
go the long
to come
way.
and pick us up and fly us all back.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we hit a thing, didn't we?
Yeah, don't want to try and teleport Kim and it happens again, or try and teleport the pink morpher and then the morpher disappears.
Yeah. Well, if we make it a quick conversation between ourselves, he says, "Let's get you home." Does somebody want to call a Zord or
I
a
got it.
taxi?
And then I'll tap on my
I'm just like, look,
Wanda.
it doesn't.
Wanda.
The bow does not turn back into the Sword of Darkness. It is now just a bow that was made out of the Sword of Darkness, right?
Yep.
I'm just like, God, what is? Why'd they do this?
What the fuck is? What the heck is this?
What is
That
this
kid with a
made
hairbrush.
out of? Yeah, I'm looking at the bow. I'm like, just looking at this is wild as hell.
Well, we're not done crying.
No.
I mean, Sarah singing wasn't that bad.
Hey,
Cassidy reaches
murder
out
you.
to Wanda, and the only response that she gets is a single line that just says, "Just wait." Quite terse for Wanda, and lacking the usual sass.
Girl, did you just tell me to wait?
Less than 30 seconds after she reached out for her, you see several objects flying through the air. You see a disturbance in the waves of the water. And as things become clearer, you realize that in the distance, coming closer, are the Thunderzords, led not by the Red Dragon, but by the pink Thunderbird.
Firebird. Thunderbird, a different
Firebird.
franchise.
I
we
thought
don't
that
know.
as I said it, as the pink Firebird. Flying in to land upon the beach, just as the green dragon rises from the ocean and takes up a place just behind and to the right.
Can I say he's got like a puppy dog kind of look on his face while he's staring at Kim? You have missed her.
The other Zords, one by one, take
Kim.
up a spot on the beach, forming a ring around the Rangers.
That's a lot of beach.
Thank God this beach is massive.
Thank God this beach
It's a
is
very big
empty.
beach.
Everybody would be dead.
That's
And
a lot of swords.
with the impact, the noise, you see people coming out of shops in the distance. You see the kids coming out of the shed that they've been convinced to hide in. You see parents coming out of cars. You see everybody just walking out to see the Power Rangers and their Zords
Quick, cute, morph.
having won the day. They're too far
Pick up
away
the smoke cloud
to
again.
make out too much detail.
Okay, good.
They see colours. They see the Zords more clearly, of course, because of their size.
Can I just like body
Look,
block
Kim.
you?
Yep.
I would say that as they all the Zords come into land and what have you. So whilst the sand's all kicked up and everyone's completely distracted by that, that's when I'll hide my identity.
You
Should I drop another smoke cloud to disguise it? Full cover. Everyone's gone.
you see the public just begin to cheer. You hear their applause wash over you. It's almost physical. The impact that hits. You may not be the Power Rangers that they grew up with, but what you represent and what you've done for Angel Grove in the short period of time that you have been Power Rangers has been noticed. And whilst they don't know what you've done here today, they see the pink Firebird. And you can see people pointing at it, talking about it, possibly questioning whether or not the Pink Ranger is back or there's a new Pink Ranger. Even as the Zord almost flattens itself to the ground so that Kim can be helped into the cockpit.
Absolutely.
She seems hesitant
I
at
think
first.
someone missed you, Kim.
Smiles at Sarah and sort of pats the Zord finally climbing up into it, settling into the seat with the cockpit shutting behind her. Zord instantly rises up into the air and flies off as high as it can, taking a very scenic route back to where it came from.
Y'all, I think we did it.
Cal is just kind of shocked that his showed up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to. You can go. Like, it's all good, man.
Pete will turn to his dragon and just give him a little scratch on his big metal chin, just like, who's a good dragon?
With the pink Firebird gone, the Phantom ship comes in for a landing. Cassidy receives another message that just says, "Told you to wait." Significantly more sassy than the first.
I just shake my head.
Does the Dragon Zord react to seeing Wander at all? Because apparently they know each other.
Insight check the insight check your dragon's lord.
Insight check the Zords.
Yeah, roll an
Double take.
insight check. I'll even give you an upshift because it's your Zord.
Yes.
This is
what my
hilarious.
insight? What is my insight?
Alertness
It's
insight.
it's alertness.
It's alertness, cool. Let's have a look. Oh,
Our
a
X's.
critical 7.
I think we're roommates.
They were
Yeah.
Did you say critical 7?
A critical 7, yes. I rolled a
That
3
is
on
a
the
fail.
D20 and a 4 on the D4.
A critical 7.
That is just a fail.
Can I
Zord.
also make this check? I am very curious. 'Cause I
Go
know this
for it.
information.
I more just
very
wanted to know if the Dragon Zord would be like, "Rawr," like, hello there. And she just kind of like, what do you want?
Just the most awkward
Dragon's Lord's
meeting
all-
between
all
I
exes.
got a
Sup, girl?
14.
You do notice that the Phantom ship has landed, whilst it fills the vacancy that the pink Firebird had left, it's
Uh-huh.
landed as far away as it could from the Dragon Zord, the green
Well,
Dragon
meanwhile,
Zord.
the Dragon Zord's tail is wagging furiously because he's finally seen someone he hasn't seen for a long time.
It does
He's like,
seem like the
But-
green Dragon Zord is kind of happy. Not quite
But-
wagging its tail fiercely like a dog, but
Oh,
there
no,
is a
definitely
flick
in my
of
head.
sands and a gentle roar.
I make a note of this.
Oh, buddy.
Noted.
Can
The Zord
Can-
do
Feeling
seem
bad
to be
for-
waiting
in
for
his-
you.
can Sophie tell why her Zord is here?
I jump in.
Insight check, but for a different reason?
I would
Because
say
there's nothing
100%
to
don't
fight.
need an insight check. They seem to have come to take you back. They seem
So
to have
what
registered your concern that something may not work with the teleporters, and they have come to take you back.
So, Sophie will, I don't know, climb into the unicorn thunder zord. Are they in like full mech mode, or are they animal form? They're just animal,
Animal
form.
form.
right?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't hear that
My
earlier.
dragon's this big, chunky dragon boy.
Yeah, because Sophie normally just summons it in like warrior mode or whatever, and then they fight. So she will carefully climb into the unicorn. Does it still have the same cockpit space?
Yep.
Like she's just gonna go inside and she's gonna say, "Hey, I didn't call for you. How did you know to come here?" And just talk to her. Just say it out loud. Just
See, in my
connect
head,
with her
they kind of
Zord.
showed up as a sign of respect, like to Kim, like welcome back.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like Sophie didn't know. She's asking because she didn't know.
You get the sense of. You get flashes of images. They aren't images from the Zord, but they're images from you, things you've seen. They're family dinners. They're dinners
What?
you've sat around a table growing up, and then they end with a dinner that the six of you, like the table that the six of you sat round just earlier that day. Not for long, not to eat, but the feeling is still the same. That feeling of family.
Family.
Why are you showing me this?
For the first time ever, you hear the unicorn speak, and it just says, "You asked."
Sophie Sophie has this moment where she's trying to apply logic, but also she's feeling things, and she just kind of she's used to standing in the cockpit, but she just kind of sits there for a while as she's trying to process whatever it is that's happening inside of her because she's having feelings.
Family shows up when family needs them. You have family. We have family too. Our rangers, but also the other Zords.
Pretty sure
I
that's
think
not
she
how
kind
Wanda
of
feels.
just I think she kind of just says in a slightly bitter voice, yeah, family's supposed to show up when you need them. Sometimes they don't. But I'm glad that you're here. And she kind of softens. At least I can count on you.
I will always come when you call.
In my experience, not many people stick around. I'm glad that you're here. I imagine that the unicorn doesn't move because I have to be standing to pilot it, correct?
Or at
Okay,
least
so
giving
I
it
am
some
in this
sort of idea of where you want it to go. Are you ready to go home? It's home, not your home. Like, not to
Take me to
campus,
Mariner
not to.
Bay,
Yeah.
please. Take me to Mariner Bay, please, Unicorn Thunder Zord. No. I think she will just say, take me home when you're ready. Or home, not mine.
Do the rest of you climb into your Zords?
Yep. Q walks up to Valentine,
Yeah, back on the beat.
zips through. Yep.
Pete will look at the Dragon Zord and just be like, swim? And then just like climb up onto his back and grab onto one of like the mecha dorsal fins on his back. Like, let's go. I can breathe
The big
underwater.
hero
it's cool.
6.
I'm gonna fly in. Yeah. Yeah. The Alpha's fate. And I'll climb into the lion.
I once again put myself in the needle coffin that is my cockpit. It truly hurts so much.
You
One of you
all-
guys.
You all return to the command center by way of Tor, arriving first at Tor and then being released into the ocean just outside of the protective bubble of the shield that surrounds the command center, a bubble that you are able to pass through without any issue. When you do arrive at Tor, you find that the pink Firebird is already there, but Kim is nowhere in sight. You do have a message
Oh,
from
man, I
Alpha,
hope
however,
that's it.
to say that she is in the med bay and he is just running some checks on her, making sure she gets fluids.
Damn it.
Would Sophie know to check the med bay?
You will get the message.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you wanna whip something up? I'm sure she needs.
I didn't get any of that, Mike, mate.
God damn it.
It's
Can
a
you hear me now?
Yes.
Am I coming through?
Yep.
All right. I said, hey, Cal, can you maybe whip something? Please?
All right, I'm gonna piece together that Sarah is asking Cal to cook something.
Yep.
Sure. Yes. Yes, he
That
will
is
do
what.
that.
Yep, that is what Michael said.
God,
I can kind of make
Yeah.
that out, so I'm gonna do that.
Lord have mercy.
Q will head for the med bay as well because his shoulder is still bleeding.
I think Sophie will do medic
Yeah.
things.
Go in the med bay.
And I think she will start with the obviously bleeding Red Ranger. Are we still morphed?
You are, unless you choose to be otherwise.
I mean, yeah,
You
I'm
would
gonna,
have been
I'm
morphed
gonna,
to
I am
definitely
gonna
get
unmorph.
All
out.
unmorphed.
You would definitely have been
So-
morphed to get from the from Tor into the command center. Otherwise, it would have been a very difficult swim.
Sophie would
How did
pop the helmet and put it on one of the counters in the med bay and start doing medic things. I would like to use. Does it look bad? How bad does Q look when I look at him?
He's been beaten within 2/3 of his life.
Okay. I know exactly how to fix that. And I set up a
Without talking
thing. So
numbers,
no, I know how to set up a thing. I set up a thing on my sheet to automatically spend personal power. It's really rad. Anyway, so what happens is Sophie's hands glow a light blue as she expends her power to kind of patch Q up and bandage him. Do I have to do if I use an instance of my med kit, that's a medicine check, correct?
in this game, if you're using your med kit, then just using a med kit just restores health.
Yeah, but there's I do have the perk that lets me, because I know that if you do a check, it lets you restore more.
If you
Med kit
have
itself.
the skill, it lets you restore more.
Yeah, because I do.
He's
I
only
do
missing
have-
one health.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have 3 health normally.
Oh, okay. It's fine. I just spent a personal power and that fixes
Yeah.
it. Anyway, you can see glow on Sophie's hands, like her gloved hands, just patching you up. Just like,
Yeah.
how you feeling, champ?
He's just like, oh, cold hands.
Sorry. You good?
Yeah, and he looks as like the flesh like knits back together and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, just that was a lot. I don't think I've ever been attacked unmorphed. I don't want to do that again soon.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Glad you're okay though, and it's the kind of thing where her voice clearly sounds emotional, and she says, "I'm just glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay." And the blue fades from her from her gloved hand,
He's like,
and
yeah, thank you, and thanks for having my back, and the cover and the recover, and yeah.
yeah, as I was reminded by my Zord, funny enough. Guess we're family now, so we got to look
Oh.
out for each other.
You guys
Oh,
spoke?
but yeah, we had a moment. We had a moment. Yeah, it's a thing.
Wait,
No, it's neat. I was starting to think I was the only one. Everybody else was saying that their Zords didn't talk to them. I thought I might have been imagining it, but yeah.
We've always
you know,
talked.
sit down
It's-
that line.
We've always talked. It's just the first time I really heard her.
Hmm.
Then she
Cool.
kind of looks tentatively at Kim, who is also in the med bay, and she's like, I've only really known her for like, how long did we say she was around before she turned into the Ranger Slayer? Like, because we said that Sophie trained with her briefly before the start of the school year, like a week, 2 weeks, maybe.
Kim,
Matthew?
before the Ranger Slayer, she's been in Angel Grove for years. I think it's been
Just
10 years.
yeah. No, but I mean,
Since
because
she was
Sophie,
a Power Ranger. So
yeah, because
Sophie didn't know her for particularly long, no.
Yeah, she just kind of looks at Q and says, "I only knew her for like a week. Feels kind of weird, you know." Kind of asking her maybe to see if I can, I can see if she's hurt. I don't know. You think I should just give it some time?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Alpha's on top of it. You could always just go and offer him assistance, and then it would seem less weird.
Is Alpha in the room currently, Matthew?
He is in the med bay. Yep, he's currently tending to Kim. She's got a curtain just pulled over her, just giving her some privacy. You can see that she basically is hooked up to an IV. A little bit more advanced, but it is essentially an IV. It's running fluids through her, just trying to make sure that she's recovering from the lack of nutrition. She has had a change of clothes, something that she'd left behind that Alpha had found for her. And he is currently showing her his new hands. He's just like, look, I could do a magic trick. And I have legs now, proper legs. I can be taller or smaller. I have started learning to play basketball.
I see what you're doing, Matthew.
Sophie approaches Alpha, still morphed with her helmet off, and she says, "How's everything going here? Do you need any help from medical standpoint?
Kim looks over and for a second she looks kind of confused. The last few months have been quite heavy and it's kind of made things a little bit foggy. But she does. Sophie,
Hi. Hi, Miss Hart. This wasn't the set of circumstances I thought I'd see you in, but how are you feeling?
like a house fell on top of me.
She just nods. I know that feeling. It's
Me
especially
too.
not fun when the person, well, when the medic is in that bed. But is there anything I can do to make things more comfortable? I can do to help?
No. Uh, I've just got some scrapes and bruises. Mostly, I just need some sleep, I think, and food. I would kill for one of
Burger
Ernie's
King drive-through.
smoothies.
Allow me to
Maybe
introduce myself.
a burger.
So,
Yeah.
Sophie will
Right now.
demorph completely into her beach dress. And I'm going to say this dress has a pocket with her phone in it, because why not? Dresses should absolutely have pockets. She pulls out her phone and she pulls up an article on the browser of the last meet from like 2 or 3 weeks back and how well she did. And she shows it to her coach. And she says, "Here, check this out." And she shows the article of how well the team did and how well she did.
Huh. Guess you've been practicing without me. That's good to know. Hate for you to lose your scholarship.
Trained together for very long, but I never forgot the lessons you taught.
Her hand starts shaking, and you can see that she's just exhausted. Just
She will
flat out,
take
everything that's been going on is just completely catching up to her.
she will take her phone back and she says, "The exhaustion, I've been there too. Take all the time you need, and 15 hours of sleep for a few days totally does wonders."
I feel
And
like
she just smiles in
I
a
could sleep
very
for a
kind
week.
of, "Oh yeah, that's a thing. It'll pass too." And she smiles very tenderly. Um,
She peers over at Q, who she can see through the curtain. It's not particularly thick, and she just
do you want me to go get him?
please.
And she points at the Q's direction. And she just says, "Try to get some rest. I will be around if you need a medic or just someone to listen." And she will take a step around the curtain and go over to Q and say, "She wants to talk to you. I'm gonna go up to my room. Feel free to call me if you need me."
Thank you, Sophie. Q kind of crosses over, gets like a small basin of water and a face cloth, and then goes around the curtain. Going, well, Kim, I can't lie. You have looked better.
Believe it or not, I've looked worse.
Clean face?
Please.
And assuming that her hand's in a drip and she's not really wanting to move it, if she's okay with him, he will help her wash her face.
She doesn't put up any fight. She kind of sort of just about manages to push herself onto her elbows and half sit up, but that's about it. She is well and truly past
Ready
the
to be
point of
mothered.
no return. Yeah, she she does kind of study Q as he's doing this. And how's Mum?
Your mum?
No,
My mum?
yours.
She is no different to the last time you saw her. Full of energy, worried about everybody else, concerned that she now knows I'm a Power Ranger. Less so since I've been into space and come back.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, space?
yeah. I mean, take your time to heal and everything, but I'm going to need your help to get Tommy back, because if we don't get him back, I've got to be Jason's best man, and I'm not ready for that.
You can see like her teeth set to the point where her whole jaw just becomes more rigid, and she bears down her hands and pushes herself up into a seated position.
Whoa,
Her
whoa,
arms are trembling by the time she gets there. And she's just what's the plan?
One at a time.
Plan number one is sleep, rest, rehydrate, heal, and then we'll work it out. Step 2 is TBC. You know, we need to get you back to some strength and some health, and then we can work on the plan. Now we have you. We have a key part in that next plan. Up until today, we had nothing. We are now a million miles further on. You've fought your ass off to get free. You need to take a break. Just for a day or two, and then we can get back to it. Your mission is rest and recovery. And I'll sedate you if you don't like that.
That's right. Listen to the Red Ranger. He's red for a reason.
She looks over at Sarah and then back at Q, and she sort of leans her head down to the point where her chin is almost touching her chest. And you have to lean forward to hear her words. I don't think I can be the Pink Ranger anymore.
But we need you.
I don't know that thing they did to me, I don't know if it's gone. I can feel it in the back of my head.
We'll fix it. Peter's actually pretty smart. Don't tell him that.
Love of God, don't tell him that.
Just to clarify, he's not in the room.
We need to get Tommy back first. They're doing...
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. Rito thinks he's in charge, but he's not. He commands, but Rita's behind his back. She's plotting and planning. She's collecting things. She's trying to perform some sort of spell, and Tommy's part of it. We need to get him back before she finishes whatever it is that she's doing.
Okay.
And we will, Kim. But step one on that fight is you've got to rest. No one's going to make you morph. No one's going to throw you into battle. Like I said, you've done your fight. Take some time now and get yourself back to your best. We'll take the fight to Rito. We will get Tommy.
She
Absolutely.
looks around the room, and you can see that she's looking for something that she can't see or find until she finally turns back to Q and says,
What do you need?
Sarah, I need my morpher.
Yeah. And now?
Please. Q, can you?
Yeah, Q will...
It's gonna...
Sorry, I missed what you said, man. Does she need a morpher or her morpher?
I need my morpher.
Her morpher, right.
Her
He
morpher.
has it, doesn't he?
Peter has
Cool.
it, yep.
Yeah.
Q will teleport to Kim's room, nip in and grab either her blanket or if she's got like a sweat top or something from there, something that's her that's comfortable, maybe a cuddly toy if she's got one that's like adorably cute.
Hey, Q, you up here?
Yeah, why? What's up?
Here, take this, and Cal just puts like a tray in your hands with like a massive like 3/4 of a pound burger and like a milkshake that is glowing like a neon sign, the color pink. It's not a
Is this
pink
gonna
Hell
milkshake;
yeah.
it's flickering like a neon sign.
Home, like written in it, just glowing at the top. Awesome. So he puts the pink sweater over his shoulders and like ties it at the front, and then he puts the cuddly toy under his arm, and then he takes the tray and he goes,
Oh yeah, and
she's
steak
gonna
fries,
freak
but
yeah.
I thought that would be obvious.
And then he teleports to wherever Pete is. It's like appears behind him. It's like, Peter! Could I have Kimberly's morpher, please?
So, while you guys have obviously been talking and whatnot, we'll do that after, don't worry. Yeah, he'll give them off. Yeah, sure. I was just finish up running some tests.
Cool.
Can I do
Anything
it like
I
a
need to know
technology
about?
roll quickly to see if?
Make me a technology check. The difficulty is 25.
You say that, and this is where he rolls like a 27.
Yep.
Or 5.
Go, Peter,
Do the
go.
Do the thing. Do the raw. No.
What's your bonus from your grid for apologist? Have you taken that into account? It has been a little while.
It has been. What does Grid for Apologists do again?
Is that edge?
Um,
I'm asking you, Michael.
hold for science.
Where'd he go? I lost him.
I lost Michael too. He's dead.
He really failed that technology check.
He really failed that technology check. He failed that technology check
Technology check
so
was like,
badly,
nope.
he broke the computer.
His
broke
internet
the
probably
internet.
crapped out again.
Oh boy.
Oh no, that's the worst time to do it.
If his internet
Shall
crapped
we?
out.
Shall we retcon when he comes back, but play on?
I'll give him the answer when he comes back. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Okay, right.
here he is.
Are
I
we
think.
back?
Oh, that was
He's
quick.
on
He's
his
back
way
for
back.
me.
I think I'm back.
I got him.
You are back.
I quickly swapped over to
There
the
he is.
known
He's
internet.
back.
That's super good.
Do
Many
you know what your good for apologist
gremlins
gives
today.
you?
Many gremlins today. Yeah, sorry. What does my
He
good
has
apologist
it-
do
the
again?
thing is just spinning. I can't I don't see him. Like
Refresh my memory,
is he
please.
taught?
Yeah, he's not
This is why we
visible,
have two
but he's
Michaels
here.
in
There,
case
there we
one
go.
breaks down.
One of us is always
One of us
broken.
is
There
always
can only be
broken.
one.
Can we get a spare Matthew just in case? Just in
Gonna
case I
have
have
to
like a
take
bad
the-
mental day.
Hey, Mercer.
You're gonna have to take a Michael. That's all.
Am I back?
I can hear you. I can hear you, British
Yep.
Michael,
You're
my
back.
friend, my brother.
I'm just
Still
checking
loading
for your
for
good
me.
for apologist
Amazing.
because it has been too long for me to
Brother!
remember that off the top of my head. If I'm honest with you.
Yes, remind me what
So-
is good for
I've got it pulled up.
apologist do?
Yeah,
It's like an
Yeah.
anthropologist, but great.
Me
great
too
for
as
fun.
well.
Thank you.
Ironically.
it is. It's. Yeah, I've got it. It's either edge or specialization. You pick.
I didn't
When you
roll
roll a smarts or social involving great or
I still
alien
got it.
technology, you may either edge or choose a role as specialized.
Did you already roll with Edge?
Oh, no, I mean, I rolled. I still didn't pass check.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in the short
things
amount
happen.
of time you've had with the Morpher, you've not been able to figure out anything beyond the fact that it is a Morpher very much like yours. There doesn't seem to
can you
be
hear me?
anything particularly wrong with it. Presumably, whatever is wrong with Kim. However,
Mhm.
as you pass it over and Q takes hold of it, you see this flash of black, dark, purple lance up his fingers, across his arm, up his shoulder. And for you, time freezes. Q. Before you stands the pink emissary.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There's just a burger
hi.
mid flip. There's a
You
burger
get to beat
mid
it
flip
before
on
I
the
do.
griddle.
They wear the same Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger armor as you were used to seeing Kim wearing in her first days as a Power Ranger. And for a moment, you could be forgiven for thinking it was Kim until it slowly shifts to something more akin to the armor that you all wear. There's even a pauldron with a constellation, though you can't see the stars upon it. They look across at you, and you hear the voice everywhere at once. You've rescued someone very dear to me. Kimberly may not know it, but for years to come, for millennia to come, she will inspire Pink Rangers to stand up and fight. Her actions literally cause ripples through time. And the fact that she has not been lost fills me with much joy. Rito placed a trap, one that Peter unfortunately triggered. And unfortunately for you, it was you that was going to take the brunt. You lead this team. You know what's coming. Are you still prepared to fight?
There will never be a fight this team faces that I will shy away from.
I know that mine and yours haven't always had the best of encounters. We see things very differently. You see linear. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to Jason. I'm talking to Kim. 3 years in the past. I'm talking to Rangers that haven't been born in this same moment. Everything exists at once.
Like everything everywhere all at once?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
You're fired.
But if you are prepared, I will help. And they reach out and place their hands upon your shoulder. And where they do, some of that dark, twisted energy is leached off. You can see it drawn away from you and towards your morpher. This is a weapon of the enemy. Normally, we grant it to our chosen agents, but I think you can handle it. You've seen them use it. Those things you fought that escaped the grid. Feel free to use it against them.
Before you go, is Kim going to be okay? Will she ever be able to morph again? Should she ever morph again?
There will be opportunities for her in the future, but her time as this Pink Ranger is at its end. That is the most simple answer I can give you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And for your help.
Time slams into Q as the emissary vanishes.
Still
Those-
holding the tray.
Yep. Still holding the tray, the food, the morpher. That
The cuddly toy under the arm.
rush of black and purple just falls back down into your morpher and disappears.
He's just like, yes, son of a beasting. Pete, don't freak out. I'll be back in a minute. And then he teleports back to Kim.
I feel like the immediate response most people have to someone saying "don't freak out" is, freaking out.
100%.
Is to, in fact, yes. Poor Pete. Just left behind.
Poof, gone. Kurag's back in the med bay. And he's like, Sarah, could you please give our guest a hand to sit her up ready for a veritable
Yeah,
banquet?
yeah, absolutely. I'll go
Thank you.
I'll take the tray. Yeah,
Q help.
yeah. I'll find a table in the med bay and set it up and slide it over.
Q will help Kim into her own top, something of hers that's her own home, and cuddly toy, whatever it's called, tucked out the side of the bed, and then he hands her morpher. Because it should be safe now.
She takes it.
And I'll hand her a French fry.
In the mouth.
Yep. Yep. Why did you need that?
You know, a couple of years ago, I had a conversation with somebody. It was about legacies.
Uh-huh.
They were very cryptic. But this isn't mine. Not
Was it
anymore.
an emissary? Wait, what?
Yeah. And she hands the morpher to Sarah.
She just looks at it, confused, doesn't take it, but I have one. I don't understand.
I think this is the one you were supposed to have.
Um, okay. Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain. It's why we found you.
All right. I'll unclip the black morpher. Look at it. All right. Q, I guess this goes back in storage.
Q
We'll
will
hand
take
it over.
And then look at Alpha.
I really want to do a bit. I was just going to say at that moment, Pete just teleports in, takes the black morpher, and teleports away.
Thinking it's the pink one still.
Oh. I accidentally reach out and take the pink morpher. Thank you. I'll do my best to live up to your legacy.
It's not my legacy you need to live up to. It's yours. It's always been yours. You just need to realize that.
Oh my god. Okay. This is a lot. I didn't expect this. I just wanted to get you home. Both of you. You did so much for me. I couldn't leave you there. Like that.
Hey, we helped rescue you. You helped rescue me.
Yeah.
And
She just like hugs the morpher. Yeah. Yeah. Oh! I found my brother.
hey, I'm so glad.
Yeah. That dumbass works for Lightspeed.
Who are Lightspeed?
Yeah.
Oh shit. We got a lot to catch you up on.
Yeah.
You need to meet Kelsey.
One step at a
Oh,
time,
my.
maybe tomorrow. Let's not overload the new rescued Pink Ranger, hey?
I think I'm pink now.
He looks at Kim and goes, "You'll always be the Pink Ranger, sir."
Oh, that yeah.
I mean,
that
Sarah,
too.
you're going to be great. You'll need a whole new wardrobe.
I mean, I've already been like dual coloring, so it's fine.
Yeah, don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked.
That's her makeup is running, like the pink makeup is running down her face.
So I'm going to leave you to eat, sleep, and stay on that bed. And I'm going to go get a shirt that's not torn.
And red. You should always wear
It's a good look for
red.
you, though.
I think it may actually be bad luck.
Well, it's kind of red now in places.
Oh no! How dare you! Wait, when Sophie mended Q, did it not also clean up the blood, or is it still just there?
Nope.
I think it probably cleaned up the blood on me, but on my shirt. And
Okay, I was like, I used Morphic Grid energy and it didn't even clean them up. What the hell is this?
I want my money back. I want to speak to the manager.
I want to speak to the
What
manager.
kind of
Give me
blue
back my
emissary doesn't
original
clean up blood?
Listen. um. Oh boy, so many feels. Can I do something if no one else wants to do anything?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say if no one else wants to do anything at the moment, so please jump in if you do.
Ooh, I would like to have been doing things.
You're good.
Oh, right.
They're just
Michael did say that
stopping.
he wanted to
It's
do
fine.
something. Didn't
Yeah,
you, Michael?
go for it.
Yeah, I did want to be, while obviously Sarah and Q were speaking with Kim, in the background, just very nice and simple, quickly, can the Bow of Darkness, can I store that in some sort of like containment field? So just for safekeeping for now, so that bad guys can't poof it away or something, or track it. If we have those capabilities.
Cal,
Yeah, what's up?
you had the Bow of Darkness last.
Yeah, and I still do.
Can
cooking
I
with it.
have taken that away from you, please?
I'm flipping burgers with the Bow of Darkness.
I don't think that's a good use for dark
That
mode.
sounds like the.
Very milkshakes.
That sounds
It's
like
not-
such a Cal thing to do.
Let me be clear. It is
really does.
incredibly difficult. The Bow of Darkness
Yeah,
has no
absolutely.
part of it that could ever be used to efficiently flip burgers. Cal is just that goddamn good.
It just sounds like such a Cal thing to do.
It really does.
I
Yeah,
can
so
never get my salty run back with the Ranger Slayer, so I'm disrespecting the idea of the Ranger Slayer by using her weapon as a cooking utensil.
Well, mid cooking with it, can I have taken it away from you, please?
I'll flip
No.
one last burger, put the bow in your hand, and pull out a spatula.
I don't trust those burgers now.
Acne? None. None because I'm godlike.
Yes, you are able to store the Bow of Darkness away.
Safely.
However, roll me 1d20. No, roll me your cultures check. Difficulty 10.
All right, let me check what my culture is. Well, 11.
You are
Nice.
reminded of the moment where you first realized that the Sword of Darkness had been turned into a bow, and the conversation that you had around it. The Sword of Power, in whatever form, is far too powerful to ever
Be
remain
destroyed.
out of the fight for long.
I know it can't be destroyed and whatnot. My main goal was to try and make it inert for now. And then obviously
my camera turn
did technology rolls for Morpha doing things, nearly killed Q. It's all good. Carry on.
Sophie,
I think as Peter is wrapping up in the lab, he gets a call from Sophie that's just on a quick voice communication that just says, hey, real quick. And
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
meet me in my room real quick.
And he will. What's up?
When he arrives, he tosses him the medical scanner she took from the med bay, and she says, "Could you do this for me? I'm really nervous. I could have scanned myself, but something's not right, and we need to figure it out."
Okay, what do you mean something's not right?
So you know when I told you that when I used my leap and teleported, it felt like I was getting some pushback? I did it today. It felt like the sensation of a slingshot, like I was trying to get sent back. It succeeded. I teleported, but I'm.
And before she's even finished, he started scanning. Just
She
okay,
continues
yes.
the explanation. She continues the explanation. It felt like it was trying to send me back, and I don't know if it's a morphing grid problem or if it's a me problem. And she starts rambling.
If it was a technology check that I had to roll, I rolled a 20.
Is it a technology check?
The check would be science medicine.
Okay.
In that
She
case.
did.
Which I would say you were getting upshift from for the equipment.
Ooh, yay, I get to roll with a whole D2. 8.
Did you roll with a snag?
I did indeed. I got a 14 on one D20 and a 6 on the other, and then a 2 on my D2. So 8.
Everything looks awesome.
Everything.
No.
I stopped myself.
Peter is unable, incapable of
Inedible.
using the tool. He may be inedible.
Only in certain
To
cultures.
That is
scan
a different conversation.
Sophie.
And Sophie will take the scanner and. Is it the kind of scanner she can use on herself? She's like, never mind, let me try. And
Yep.
she is freaking out. But I will roll my medicine check.
I mean, the equipment in the lab is probably better suited for this.
No, we're not going to the lab. She immediately blurts that out. And okay. And I will roll with an edge because community helper. Let's go. That's a 24 with a 4 on my D4.
You're not going to like this.
Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I literally say that all the time.
I missed the DC by 1.
You did miss the difficulty by 1.
I critted!
But that crit.
I maxed out on both dice! But I still missed it by 1!
1.
God damn
It's
it!
the critical not success dance.
Yeah.
It is the worst kind of crit!
The
I hate
non-crit.
it, Matthew!
Sorry.
She
When
just
it's a crit, not a crit. When it's a dance.
just
instead.
tries to look. She just tries to look at the scan results and kind of out of the blue just yeet the scanner against the wall in frustration, and she just is visibly extremely upset. And just
Interestingly, because the building is essentially an Eltarian military outpost, and the
does
tool
it bounce back?
is a military piece of equipment, it just bounces off the wall, hits the floor, tumbles, and just stays completely intact. There's no damage to the wall. There's no damage to the tool. Everything's fine.
I would
I
like to
imagine-
interject. It hits the wall, bounces off, and hits Pete.
Okay. It hits Pete. There is damage to Pete. Pete takes
she
one
just-
blunt
One blunt
Blunt
damage.
one damage. She's
Okay,
like,
careful. Like, calm down. It's okay. Like, we'll figure it out. Like, but why don't you want to go to the lab? The equipment's better there. Could probably figure something out. Like, maybe for now, just don't use your BAMF. I know.
She
I know.
she is visibly wanting to protest. Just
I know.
it's like he recognizes the slug because he saw it the first time, but she agreed to it. But it's like somehow worse. Like she really wants to say no.
I know it sucks, but when the alternative is being ripped into a parallel universe, maybe not the best idea. So just let us go to the lab. We can run some more tests and figure out what's going on.
Hmm.
Pete,
We are
the
going
voice of
to
reason.
flip over to
When did that happen?
Cassidy
Oh, hi.
to see what Cassidy is up to.
Honestly, she's not up to much. She's
questioning wonder about why the Dragonzord seemed so happy.
Oh, she's just taking everything in, seeing the way, like, she just saw these group of people just come together and release Kimberly from the darkness that was holding her back, and she's just kind of in awe that the teamwork that these guys put together, even though she killed something, like, did her job. She saw these guys come together and just protect one another, and she's just kind of in awe, like, about that, because she's never really seen that in her years of being a Phantom Ranger. So she's just kind of processing and wandering around the command center pretending to do stuff but not really doing stuff. So she's just kind of walking around and, like, making sure all the levels are good and just doing things.
I love the irony that you came here essentially because, like, from your point of view, we were a big group of F-ups. And now all of a sudden you're like super impressed and like a little moved by
Yeah.
like
Are we going to get
how
Oh,
How
no,
good
we're
we
still
are.
a group of F-ups.
assessment forms afterwards.
Yeah.
we're a group of screw-ups that somehow managed to screw up in the right
Gone from
direction.
an F to a D minus.
Yeah. Slowly
It's
moving
still
up
a
in the world.
Oh, I almost forgot. There is something. Okay, never mind. I'll bring it up later.
We've moved up in the Ranger
So
tier list.
she's just kind of pretending she's just doing her job and just mulling over everything and just, making sure everything's working, making sure Wanda's in order, just keeping busy as she's mulling over everything that just happened because she's just in awe. So she's not doing much.
Cal,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
So, finished cooking for everyone. There's full homemade, like, burgers, French fries, milkshakes, the whole like greasy diner aesthetic with none of the extra calories or grease. And after that, I'm gonna head out because I got some stuff to do in the ocean.
Okay, by the ocean.
We will
And-
cover the ocean stuff at the beginning of next week, I promise. But
Okay.
I will add that to the notes for the beginning of next week. I promise
Yeah,
you.
because this is important. This is crucial for my next level up.
Q.
Yes. Q, having fed and watered Kim and kind of sorted that stuff out,
Always feed and water your Kims.
he teleports up to the, what do you call it, our training room, and locks the door. If we have lock, click. I don't know. Puts a chair up against the sliding door, and just says to himself, "It's morphin' time, Red Thunder Dragon." To morph up and see if he's still okay. The morphing sequence happens, And then he remembers he's just stood in an empty white room. So he summons a mirror. And looking at his suit and his armor, he notices he has these not quite black, but kind of deeper than black additional accents around part of his the detailing of his suit. When he looks closer, it's not like you're looking at fabric. It's like you're looking almost in through kind of a really dark black purple, maybe like doorway into the cosmos. It's really this weird three-dimensional type thing. But he feels okay. So dismisses the mirror and summons a enemy. Armored thug. Standard trading fare. And closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, focuses inwards, expends his power point,
Seriously.
and throws his fist
I am
forwards.
not a happy bunny.
And as he sees his fist come past, he realizes that his whole hand and like forearm are kind of black with this same kind of coloring and energy. And he punches straight through the armor of the foe in front of him and just deals this direct blow of damage that causes it to shatter and obliterate. And he looks back at his fist and he goes, huh. Okay. Demorphs and remorphs again, and his suit is just back to normal. Still with the black accents, but not with the black hand.
Welcome to the dark side.
And
We have
Sarah,
cookie.
to wrap it up.
I think Pink Michael had something.
All right.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. So, all right. You should eat that, and then you should go right to sleep. Okay. I gotta
She
go.
has
talk
like a
to someone.
handful of fries that she's kind of like half chewed. Half of them have fallen over her, and she is half asleep already. She's like,
Oh. All right. I'll clean her up before I leave, and then I'm going to the Zord Bay, to the lion. Hey, buddy. We've had we've had quite the ride so far, but things have changed, and she glances at the Firebird. I think it's time that I spread my wings.
I believe I can fly.
Put a hand on like on his massive paw. I'll miss you, and I mean, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. But onwards and upwards. She'll pull out the morpher. Yeah, all right. It's morphin' time. Pink Firebird. And the suit coalesces, and there are still traces of black in it, and it's reminiscent of the Ranger Slayer in part of its design. incorporating everything that Kim has gone through as a way to keep that memory alive and to be a reminder to not fall into the darkness. She looks. Okay. What do you say you and I go for a spin?
Caw.
She'll leap into the Firebird, and the cockpit shifts from whatever. I think Kim had just the standard cockpit.
Yep.
But as Sarah lands, the cockpit begins to shift and morph and reforms itself into that performance space that Sarah had in the Lion. Some things don't change. All right. She'll spread her arms. This feels right. Let's fly. And take off into the sunset.
Yay.
And that, with the players' characters having reached level 8,
Damn it!
is where we will end our session.
Did it!
Woo!
No, I didn't think Matt.
I gotta
I
redo
didn't.
my whole character.
No, you don't. Just pick it up from where you are, and
Well,
Well, yeah, I know that, yeah, but you got to change all those
I think
you
things.
get
Design a
all
new
of the
sword.
perks.
Do you have enough pink wax
Um,
crayons?
Yeah.
A very quick favorite moment for you and favorite moment for another player, starting with Peter.
Peter did sweet F all sessions. I don't really have a favorite moment for him, so I'm just going to choose both Sarah and Q in train, both Sarah and Q in their waking of Kim.
Sophie.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the stupidest little moment, but the moment at the end where she's trying to figure out what was wrong with her and then getting Max on her roll and still not figuring it out and just eating the scanner. That was pretty great. And then for someone else, I didn't think you'd get me today, Matt. I was like, I'm gonna be stone cold today, no feels. And then the moment in the Zord with the unicorn. Well played, sir. Well played.
I'm a sniper of the feels.
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Cal.
Out of nowhere, combined with
My
sniper
favorite,
feels.
my favorite moment for Cal was getting to deliver Flock off Featherface
Yeah.
because
That was good.
because Dante is my hero and I
It was
emulate
good.
to be just like him. But favorite moment for someone else is just he had 3 weeks to prepare and he didn't waste a single second
Nope.
of time. Jay, the absolute legend, delivering not one, not two, but 3 different heartfelt speeches in order to free Kim of the Ranger Slayer's mind control. Bravo. Shit was tight.
Tight.
Sarah.
Oh God. Yeah. To continue building on. Q. Language. Well done. Bravissimo. Yeah, and I mean, for me, so much. Oh my God. I'm pink now, baby.
Oh no, does that mean I have to do a thing for the overlay? Crap.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Pink revokes,
Yes,
you're
it
black
does.
again.
Oh
I
man.
mean, it saved me too.
Yeah, art department.
Off into the sunset.
Q.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah. Favorite moment for me, it was that feeling of success, that moment where we'd expunged Slayer from Kim, and we'd actually we've actually ticked something off our to-do list of shit that
Big
that's gonna make
W, actual
Yeah.
W. We fucking won.
oh my god.
And for moment by another player, it's two. One is Cal using the dark Sword of Darkness bow as a spatula for
Darkness.
flipping burgers.
I have to
The
get my
other
licks in where I can. I'll never be able to fight her again.
That was
I mean, there's a
peak Cal.
simulator. You can. I know it's not the same, but and the other one was Sarah picking up on Q's approach to dealing with Kim and layering on the emotional trauma with a song.
The music. Yep.
Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control.
Cassidy.
I'm gonna cry again. Stop.
Did you guys plan that?
No. I've been remarkably.
No.
After
Like
what
that-
happened in the Dark Timeline, I have to ask that. When Michael does something cool and so with someone else, I'm like, did you plan that?
Like I had a vague idea of what Jay was going for, and that song literally occurred to me
Oh,
last
that
night,
explains
and I
the
was
message.
like, I'm a story point a
That
guitar.
explains the message you sent me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
say last night after our
Yep.
game last night to Michael, I was like, I just hope that I can get him first. I'd completely forgotten how to follow me. So generally, I'm always going to go first.
I was
And
like,
he was like, oh, follow me. Yes, I can
Yeah.
do it. It might just work.
I didn't
He told
realize
me
how
that.
far out.
And I was like,
Oh.
You're always first, dude. Red bias. No, I didn't realize how far out Sophie was gonna be. I wanted to get you in the cloud sooner, and I was like, oh, damn.
Cassidy's favorite moment for Cassidy.
It all worked out.
Hi.
All right. Sabina, your turn.
It's okay. It's okay. Cassidy's favorite moment was just, the call out from the Super Tenga, and then Cassidy being like, well, okay, and then just destroying it. Just murdered. Just murdered.
Murdered.
Just a murder of crows. And then just the entire scene with Q and the emotion of that, and then just everybody coming in to just support Kim was just freaking beautiful. So much emotion. Ah! Yeah, that's it. And then of course Sarah becoming the Pink Ranger. Okay, done.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for helping us get to 100 follows on Twitch. Love you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've rescued the Ranger Slayer. Next, Fly Me to the Moon.
Let me swing among the
Yeah.
stars, left and right.
Space.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Wednesday
my.
for Street Samurai. Thursday for some more Let There Be
That's
Thunder.
the one.
Mm.
Yeah. See you soon, guys. And may
The fourth be with you.
Also, we have a Discord now, guys.
We do, which we'll post a link to again.
May the power dry your tears.
Thank you. All right. May the power protect
Oh,
you.
wait.
Bye, guys.
I posted it after somebody else already posted it. Sorry. But yeah. Bye, everybody.